today? Oh, that's
Hump
not
day with the hearts. Since you messed it up.
I messed it up.
Yes.
So tonight our topic is. Oh wait, introduce us.
For those of you guys that don't know me, I'm Tony. This is my wife Shawty, and we're the Hearts. We own 2 adult novelty stores, one located in Washington, D.C. in the Adams Morgan neighborhood, one in Prince George's County, Maryland. And we are sex educators, and we're here to talk to you today about the penis, the pecker, the Johnson, the cock, and all those other names. The chicken.
The chicken?
Yeah, you can call it chicken.
Choke the chicken?
Choke the chicken. Spank the monkey. But that's what we're here to talk about today.
Cool.
Oh, are you having difficulties?
I'm having difficulties. I don't know what's going on.
It's all right. Come one, come all. She's messing up somehow. But just because there's a little bit of technical difficulties doesn't mean we're going to stop. Nothing stops the show today. So, you ready to kick it off in the beginning?
Huh?
You ready to kick it off?
Yeah. So it's I always get messages from those that say that we never talk about toys for people with penises. That we never do it. I do talk more about toys for people with vulvas and those that identify as women. But that's what I have, so that's what I like talking about.
Toys for penises are boring.
Are they?
To me, they are.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, so we're gonna talk about what? Cock rings, pumps, masturbators, pills. Real quickly, those are our most popular things that guys buy.
Yes.
Would you
agree?
For
themselves, yes.
For themselves.
For themselves, yes.
Yeah. So which one do you? Oh, that's why I left upstairs the cock rings.
Don't worry about it. Keep rolling.
So let's start off with the pumps first. I brought one of your pumps down. It's over there.
Why did you put it over here?
I don't know. I put it over there.
Where did you put it?
You don't see it?
There's no pump.
Oh, I put it over here.
We're back on screen again.
Okay, so you have your favorite pump.
This is my favorite. That's right.
And describe it to us.
This right here.
Well, what does a pump do? What is a pump for?
Okay, pump does 3 things. One, it's you want to get closer to me?
Because I'm all on the side. Okay, what does it do?
Up all on me slow.
What is it?
I know you want to be with me. Yeah, sorry, dude.
Let me get my wine.
Whatever.
What does a pump do?
So a pump does 3 things. Number 1, it increases circulation of the blood, so that way you have better blood flow and circulation throughout the penis. Number 2, it actually helps to give you length to make the penis a little longer. Now it works a little differently per pump and also per person. Also, it gives you girth, so it makes it thicker, makes the shaft thicker. So those will be the 3 most popular reasons why people actually use pumps.
Yes, Happy New Year. We didn't say Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. Sorry. Abdul Anthony saying Happy New Year to us.
Happy New Year.
Okay, so this is would it be the most popular? It's not the most popular pump. You think it's the most popular pump? Okay, our most popular pump is and what makes this one different?
What makes the difference?
Yeah, what makes it different? So this one uses water.
Yeah, this is the Hydromax. So the Hydromax comes in
Bathmate.
It's the manufacturer is called Bathmate. The pump is called the Hydromax.
Okay. Yes.
It can be used. The reason it's the Hydromax is because it could be used in water, or it could be used with water, or it could be used dry. So with water, meaning that you fill the cylinder up. This part, excuse my bad. This part here is the cylinder. It can be filled with water. And then once you fill it up with water, then also the penis goes in. Once the penis goes in, you have this right here, the accordion, so that way you could be able to collapse it. And when you collapse it, it creates a suction which actually squirts the water out the top and creates a vacuum inside the cylinder, which actually stretches the penis so it'll allow the blood to be able to flow in.
So do you think more people use this one like to get bigger size on their penis or to get an erection?
It could actually both. I could tell you, using this my very first time using a Hydromax. Yeah, I mean, I was walking around. I saw girth immediately after the first time in the shower using it.
If Tove put it around your neck, how you put it on?
Oh, so yeah, all right. So this is really what you get. It's just the pump. But I actually got the neck harness to go along with it. So when I take a shower, I pump it up and then I take the harness, put it around my neck, and then I sit there and pump it and have it pumped.
Pump it up.
I can sit there and wash my body at the same time while I'm actually pumping. So
you're pumping it with one hand and then you're
no. So I pump, yeah. So I fill it with water. After I fill it with water, I insert the penis and then I start pumping until I get to the desired point that I want. And then I leave the vacuum on.
Oh, you leave it on.
I leave it on.
That's what all the pumps are, just this pump.
Well, all of them. You're going to leave it on for just a few minutes. You don't
I did not know that. Yeah. I don't have a penis.
No problem. You leave it on for a few minutes. So this one I leave on while I take a shower. So I go ahead and lather up. After I lather up, then rinse off when I'm finished. Then I release the vacuum to the pump, and then I can wash the genital area.
So you don't feel like it looks funny? It's just sitting there.
Actually, it feels really good because, once you have water in it and you start to create the suction, it squirts water out. So the vacuum is in here. So that way it's not filled up with water anymore. So while you're moving around, actually the water sloshes around and you can feel it. It actually feels really, really good. Really, really good.
You're a little getting too much enjoyment out of this.
This is my shit. I love this drink.
So for somebody looking for a pump, why would they pick this one over the other one?
Actually, if you're a first timer, I would actually go with the standard vacuum pumps. This right here is more so, in my opinion, the cream of the crop. So I would always start off with probably one of the lower to mid range, something like in the $40 range, $40 to $50 range.
But we have them starting at what, 20 some dollars.
Yeah, but I really probably would say go into the $40 range. Start off with one of those handheld pump. You kind of squeeze it. That can kind of put you into a different. At least you'll understand, because some people, when you go straight to the cream of the crop, you'll sit there and look at it and be like, when it comes to male toys, especially, you'll look at it and be like, well, I don't know what the other ones do, so I really can't say that this is the best. So, that's why I always recommend starting off there versus, I think this one is $100 and some dollars.
Yeah.
All the Bathmates are over $100, up 100 and up. So, that would be my reason why I say start at, in the low to mid range, and then work your way up on that part. But and you'll truly see like the quality, the durability. With some of them may only last you a few months, some may last you, it depends on, less than a year, some may go a year. But with the Bathmate, I think this one I've had probably over almost 3 years, 2 years and some change. So highly recommend it for that reason.
Cool. So that is the one pump that we have it here. I forgot to get more ammunition of stuff, but so all the things that we're showing you today are things that came from him.
This is in my
Hopefully
arsenal.
they're clean.
They all are clean. They all look clean.
That didn't look clean.
That's
well,
cool.
You use it in the shower.
Yeah.
Because I got it out of your bathroom.
I cleaned it before I stopped using it. I mean, once I finish using it, I clean them off. So.
Okay. The next thing we're going to talk about is male masturbators. I've been getting a lot of questions about male masturbate. They're becoming like super popular. I think before guys didn't like using them. Like, why would you think someone would not want to use it?
There was a lot of people. It was a lot of stigma. I guess is that the word? A lot of negative. Stigma about male masturbators.
Why? What would be the stigma?
It's the fault of women. Women.
Is it?
Yeah. They were talking about how bad it is, but I'm gonna be honest with you, because of people been home and stuck in different things and all of the technology and information that's out here now, I'll be honest with you, male masturbators are the shit. And also, yes, the popularity of I see someone just posted about the
Abdul
fleshlight.
said fleshlight.
Yeah,
And you don't really use you had an old one. I think you don't use it anymore. You had the
no, I'm it's not my number one favorite anymore, but I still have
but it's a lot of people's number one favorite.
Correct. Some people it is their number one favorite. For me, it's like number 3 on my out of my products.
I think it's sexy for a guy to use a masturbator. Like when you get to the point, I feel like that you can explore different toys and have fun with yourself, and you know what I mean? Because you don't have to use your hand all the time. To me, someone that's going to take their pleasure to another level, that's sexy to me. Somebody else might be like, oh my goodness, why he got that? He probably ain't getting none. Mm-hmm. I think that's what people say sometimes.
I mean, you say what the hell you want. Yes. But that was, like I said, it was all that negative stuff that was out there. But now.
So this is probably the number one toy that people are asking about. This one is the Max 2. You use it. Go ahead and explain it.
So basically.
And it comes with a little top.
It comes with a little top, so that way it stays discreet. But in the inside, so basically you have your silicone sleeve. Right, so you have your sleeve where you actually insert inside. You feel like ribbed and ticklers in the inside, which
ticklers.
I'm calling them ticklers. little nubbies.
Oh, I love the ticklers on my dick.
So it's supposed to. They actually stimulate through stroking. But there are like airbags in the inside of the cylinder. This hard.
Wait, airbags that's what they call it. That's what you call it. You call it airbags, or they call it airbags?
I mean, that's what they are. They're like little bags that fill up that actually apply pressure onto the shaft and the head.
So this is when I wish that I had a dick. Right at this point, like all of these neat things, like I want to see what it feels like. I want to have a dick.
I have never wanted to have a vulva.
Never.
Ever.
You never wanted to have a clit.
That's a different story.
Well, my bad. Go ahead. You was on your flow talking about the Max.
So basically, the inside, it helps with the technology to be able to, the bags and along with a little bit of vibration can create a stimulation here. One of the best parts about it is that it is app controlled. So you can be able to send a text message to your partner, and basically they could be anywhere in the world as long as they have internet access. Once you send it to them, they can be able to control the functions of the Max, and they can sit there and do little things to you, so that way you can have a whole lot of fun. They can video chat you and watch you at the same time while they can control it. It could be right there in your face. They could sit. You could be laying in a bed or on a couch, and they could sit in a chair right across from you and be able to do strange and wonderful, beautiful things.
I still have not used the app on yours.
Yeah,
we should do that tomorrow.
Yeah,
Can I video it?
No video.
Well, I can't video you.
You want to put it on? Oh, we can put it on. We could create an OnlyFans page and put it on there.
So you're gonna have your dick out on the OnlyFans page?
If you're okay with it, I have no problem showing my penis to the world.
I'm gonna see about this. Abdul said, "Need to try a Tenga." That's a popular. The Tenga eggs. We have like 2 Tenga things, don't we?
We carry the Tenga sleeve. Yeah, the tort. I think it's the twister. The twister. And we carry the eggs. Yes.
Abdul said, "How much?" This one is what, 109.
About that, yeah.
I think it's 119.
Actually, 100% is 119.
119.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So this one is super popular. I get a lot of people asking questions about this one. I think it's the app. I think it seems like y'all men like technology. Y'all like toys where you hooking up to your phone, because you can control it through the app yourself. You can go ahead and stick it on there, and you could be sitting there playing with it while it's on your dick.
Right, you create different settings and features, and then hit play, and then that way you could sit there and be at work, and while you're at work, you can create different settings for the app, save it, and then when you get home, then you could just hook it up and then hit play almost, and then let it do what it do.
That's a lot. I mean, no, but it sounds fun though. It sounds fun.
Hey, lots of fun.
Lots of fun. Okay, so that is the Max. The last one masturbator that you have been liking lately is this one, the Thump and Grind.
Okay, so the reason I like this one is for two reasons. Excuse me, baby. So one, it's like a taco, so it has sleeves.
Ooh, I like tacos.
So you could be able to sit inside, right? But on the inside, it has like ridges and grooves here, and then it has a pulsating piston right here in this little area here. So once you do that, I could be able to put the meat inside of the taco.
The meat.
I'm gonna put the meat in the taco, and then I'm able to apply pressure by squeezing to create a nice sensation, or I could just let it sit. Now, with the piston, you can have it two ways, which I was just trying to figure it out. So the piston
is the part that jumps up and down.
Yeah, it pulsates back and forth, so you'll see it up and down.
That's why it's called the Thump and Grind.
That's where the thumping part comes from. Yes. So I was able to choose where I want the thumping part to be able to go. So sometimes I want it up towards the head, or I could turn it upside down, and now I want it at the base of the shaft, so that way it can thump that way. So I have options on there. So that was the only thing. Now the functions to be able to operate it are on the backside. Not as defined as I would like, but after a while you kind of get used to it, and you can feel the buttons. It's 3 different ones. One's like to be able to control the different settings, and it's simple and easy. Just play around with it before you actually go to playtime. So to be able to control it, because it has the buttons here, nice, real fine. But when you're in playtime mode, it can sometimes be a little confusing. So it calls you to think a little bit. And I kind of got one time, it kind of threw me off for a hot second, because I wanted to go up and I couldn't remember where it was. So I had to think for a second.
You don't use it enough.
Yeah. So so it was just that point. But outside of that, now I already know what setting I want it on. I put it on there and then go to work. And I know that the male masturbator toys that have like really good vibration, especially like that thumping part, is also good for people to have issues getting erection, because the vibration stimulates blood flow also. So a lot of people, if you put like the glands, the head of the dick on there, wherever the part of your dick gives you the most stimulation, vibrate that on there, and it might help with blood flow. It works for certain people. Yeah.
I'm laughing at Abdul said he's going to use the Jill Scott playlist with the Max. Because, it could it could go to the beat of the music.
I agree.
Okay. Was it any other those are the only masturbators that you brought down.
Yeah, now you can go to.
Okay. Next, we're going to go to, I still have it in the box. This is one thing that's really popular too.
Extremely popular.
Is desensitizing sprays, creams, and all of that. This is one of them, the Joe Prolonger, because some people want to have longer stamina. You know what I mean? Reduce the sensation just a little bit so they could go longer.
Correct. And that's exactly what this does. This actually desensitizes the shaft just a little bit, so that way you could be able to still be able to go long periods of time. And again, long period is different per person. So it depends on how much you use. If you're just going to go 1 spray or 3 sprays, it's up to you to be able to find that right combination for you. So it's a lot of practice and fun. But
let me tell you, with any of the creams and sprays, make sure it's dry first or totally absorbed before you go and use it on your partner. Because if it's any of the extra sitting on top of your dick, that's going to go inside them. Us people with vulvas especially, we need all the stimulation we could get during penetrative sex. We don't need nothing else, because basically what this is like a slightly numbing. So we don't want anything to take away any of the sensation. So either it'd be best to put on a condom, or make sure it's all the way dry and all the way absorbed first. because I had somebody say that they was like, man, it was the cream. The was it the stud 100? With the stud one, I think it was the stud.
It's
What's the other? Stay hard.
Stay hard.
So they was like, he put the Stay Hard cream on his dick, and I guess put too much. And then he went to go have sex with her, and then it all went in her, and she was like, it was the worst sex ever. And I was like, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
that
definitely plays a part. So yeah, but yep. So that prolongers, no matter if it's the creams or the sprays, are really, really cool for those who actually want to increase and go a little longer. But it depends on what your definition of longer is, and you can apply a little bit, have a little fun, maybe come back, apply a little bit more. If you're using condoms, you can be able to leave it a little more wet, so that because the condom will protect it will keep it covered, so that way your partner doesn't won't get any of the cream or the spray onto them.
Yeah, so, Abdul said benzocaine. So we have, some of them have lidocaine in it. I think this one has lidocaine.
I believe.
I think this one has lidocaine, and then like the Stud 100 and the Stay Hard, I think, has the benzocaine.
Right. So those are
different ones. So, yeah.
It just depends on which one works best for others.
I've heard that this one is stronger.
My opinion, faster acting.
Yeah,
so this one acts faster, so it'll actually give you. So some take a little bit of time. Some of them also have certain products have different fragrances that may not be so sexually welcomed.
Oh my goodness!
especially during oral sex, so you have to be able to play around with that. But yeah, this is actually one of the ones that I recommend for that reason.
And we have a lot of people asking for stamina type things. Like, what are some of the reasons that cause, people with penises not to have long stamina when they're having sex?
Well, just from sensitivity. Some of them, they just can achieve pleasure a lot faster than others. So that's just, everyone's a little different. Some people try to find different ways to be able to prolong themselves, and they'll try different techniques, no matter if it's like
think about grandma.
that doesn't always work. I'm sorry, because that might actually remove the erection more so than just decrease. Than just let you prolong. So some of the things really doesn't work, but a lot of breathing techniques, those do work. Again, using certain aids like the sprays and the creams, those help out. Using cock rings to delay, those help as well, or a combination of the delay spray or cream as well as the cock ring together. That combination of the two. Well,
since you said cock ring, I forgot that I stopped and picked up the cock rings, because you don't really wear cock rings. You wear the pleasure cock ring. So it's going to be two different type of cock rings. One is like performance. So the performance ones, they're going to be like smaller and more constricting, because what the performance ones are going to do is once the blood goes in the penis, you want to put that sucker on so it'll hold the blood. Why? I'm saying it mean?
No. You said it. You said it really.
So the whole
in a positive way.
Hold it on there. Hold it on there so that it'll hold the blood in there.
So yeah. So the performance cock rings.
Let me see if I have any play one.
3. Just, you know what? Just give me the anal bead with the pull ring on it.
Oh.
Thank you. All right. So we know this is for anal, but we're going to take this and make this disappear. And we're just going to use the ring portion of it and call it the cock ring. So basically, if I turn it sideways, it goes in. So once the penis is semi-erect or erect, it goes around the shaft, and normally most times it's going to go to the base of the shaft. Once it goes to the base of the shaft, what it does is it leaves the blood inside of the shaft.
It holds it in.
It holds it to squeeze it, but it also does. So that's one thing. So it stops and allows the blood to stay in the shaft, so that way it doesn't flow back into the rest of the body. So that's one, keep you erect. Number 2, by keeping that there, it also makes the penis much more sensitive. So it actually increases the sensation. So that would be a number three. No, I mean number two. The second reason why people use cock rings, because it makes the penis much more sensitive. And number three, the third reason that people use performance rings is they will actually get. It actually helps the penis to grow a little bit. Make it a little thicker, a little girth from using it over and over and over again. So those will be the reasons that I will recommend. Even though this is not, but that was the best I could do.
That was the best
with
one.
What I have.
And then there we have lots of pleasure cock rings. So those are going to be something to have vibrators on them, which are more for, stimulation to your partner. They're really not going to hold any blood in the penis. They're just made well enough to just stay on there. They're not going to be tight. I don't think I should have looked and brought everything out.
Actually, it's a gladiator right there on top. So you can grab the gladiator. This is more an aggressive form of a pleasure ring.
I do like the gladiator. I don't know where it comes with a remote too.
Yeah. So this will be one type, but this will be because it covers vibration for the clitoris as well as for the she moving all around. She got
because I was getting the penis. So we put this on. So we got it on. So then it's twisted in the front. I was like, why does it look funny right here? Okay, so we have it on. So while we're having sex, this goes in. This part right here has a motor in it, right? So, which is really good because it's going to give pleasure to your partner, whether it's going to be anally or vaginally, but it's also going to give the person wearing it some pleasure because there's a lot of nerve endings and feelings at the tip of the penis. So this is going to be vibrating on the head of the penis, which is going to feel awesome. Then we have this part right here that has all these nice nubbies. What did you call it? Ticklers?
Yeah,
nubbies. So this one has a motor in it too. So as you're having intercourse and going in and out, if your partner has a clitoris, it's going to be rubbing on the clit, or you could flip it. I guess you can't flip it back, but you can flip it over if you are a person having sex with another person with a penis and you're doing it, then it'll stimulate, their taint, all that kind of stuff. Why are you looking at me like that? So anybody, any gender can use this. This is good for all sorts of partnered sex. Anything you want to add?
No, just add lubricant. It's best to use water-based lubricant as much as you desire. Maybe, and then a little bit more after that. So that way you can be able to use it. So yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So that is cock rings. Next was, what did we want to say? Oh, enhancement pills. That's the next thing that we sell the most of for people with penises. This one is a new one. We don't have it in the store yet. The Steel Erection. Mm-hmm. But this one is actually going to be a prize for tonight. So what are the benefits? Why do guys take the enhancement pills?
Well, for three reasons. Number one, it actually gives you a much more intense erection for some guys due to the ingredients. Now, let me say this. There are hundreds of thousands of pills for men out there.
And people be calling or send us email like, do you have this, the Rutatura pill, and you have this? And I'm like, we got 5 different ones. That's all we got. But do you have this one, the something max? I'm like, we don't have, these are the ones that we have in the store. We don't have, unfortunately, we don't have them online. We weren't allowed to have them online per our credit card processor, but we do carry them in the store if you're local to the DMV. Right. Oh yeah, why it keeps going blurry?
Sorry, you guys.
That's the second time it's done that.
All right, so the reason is there are a ton, because there are over 100,000 different male enhancement pills on the market. Some of them are counterfeits. Some of them don't have healthy ingredients inside of them. So because of that, the federal government, the United States federal government, has taken charge of taking, and trying
A
to
stand.
taking a stand and trying to remove a lot of the bad ones on the market. So it's very difficult because the counterfeit ones look so much like the real ones, and it's difficult for them to be able to do. So by them doing that, the reason that we only go with American-made products and also made in the United States, so we tend to buy directly from the manufacturer, so that way we feel a lot more comfortable. But there are tons of counterfeits, more counterfeits than there are of real ones. Now you may come and say, "Hey, this one works, and I'm loving it." And he was like, "Okay, cool." And then but you might be buying it from a gas station or from a convenience store, but there's no guarantee that that is considered a real one. Us as sex educators, and we tend to take a little more pride in what we're actually selling and also using. So that way, I use it. I have to be able to. I want to make sure that if it's in my body, it has to be right. And plus, my name is on it because, we're selling it through the stores.
So some people I know, they get the enhancement pills like because they need it, basically. They need it for, and then some people just get it for pleasure because they just want to be like, have extra stamina. They want to be, get the blood pumping extra hard. Like, it's people that buy some every week, and that's what they like to do. I love all those people, but
it just depends on which one works for you, what your reason is, and there's no wrong reason, because it's the reason you go for it. That's the way you go.
They be like, I'm buying it because I want to blow her back out. That's a reason.
By golly,
that's a reason.
Yeah.
So, what are the ones? Well, that could change anytime, so there's no point in saying which ones we have. So but if you're in the DMV and you're local, you could come in and see what we got going on right now. Yeah. So then there's pill ones, there's liquid shot ones. Like, I don't know this. What's the difference between the shots and the pills?
So the pill is more of a powder or grind up ingredients. They take their ingredients and grind them up, so that way you take it as the supplement style. I mean, all of them are considered supplements, but the pill form is the powder form. So you'll actually swallow that, and what it does is your body will take in the nutrients and become active. The liquid form, actually, your body takes in the nutrients a lot faster for most people, and it actually kicks in faster. So it'll definitely, where pills, I can tell you, for me, I take it out of the capsule. Nasty as hell. It's the nastiest thing you will ever taste. But I'll take a little either ginger ale, a clear soda, ginger ale, Sprite, or something like that, or water. Add a little bit in my mouth, and then dump the powder ingredient into my mouth, and then swallow that. Then chase it with a full bottle of water of 6 to 8 ounces, and that kicks in pretty fast. A lot of the directions will say to take it on an empty stomach. Some will say add food. I tend to take them all on an empty stomach, so that way just about an hour or so before I eat. The reason I do that is because I'm hungry. It allows my body to take in that nutrient. Thank you. To metabolize it, so it kicks in within 20 minutes for me. So that's actually pretty cool, especially if you're on your way to a booty call and you're not sure, like, dang, I should have took this an hour ahead of time, and I'm not sure if I have enough time. That always works best. But now the liquid shots, they come in like one of those bottles, like almost like a 5-hour energy drink size, and then you just drink that. That works really, really fast. And then they also have the jelly liquids where you can be able to have it in a little one. Yeah, you have it in a little package, and you could be able to take it that way. Or the honey. Now they have honey as well, so it's mixed in with a honey to give you a better flavor, a more welcoming to the body, to your taste buds, and still kicks in that way. So you have there are options, and the technology is getting much better.
Okay, so tonight we covered quickly, because it's a lot of stuff going on out here in the world tonight. So we don't want to be on here talking all night. I'm about to go back upstairs and watch the news. We're in the DC area, so it's a lot of stuff kicking off right now. But we talked about masturbators, cock rings, pumps, and enhancement pills. We covered a lot. We covered a lot for the schlongs tonight. Was it anything? Oh, the question. I have to ask the question tonight to give away the prize. So tonight's prize is it's too it's too glaring. So now that's good. So tonight's prize is a vibrating cock ring, and then also you get one of the Steel Erection male enhancement pills. We're going to send that out to the person who answers the question. When we were talking, this might be too hard. When we were talking about that was one of the other things we talked about, the desensitizers, sprays, and creams. When we talked about those two, what were the two main ingredients that we said comes in the cream? One, I'm gonna give a hint. One starts with a B and one starts with the L. What were the two chemical ingredients in the two different types of desensitizing creams or sprays? That was the question. That was the question. So while we wait for someone to try and guess the answer, was there anything else you wanted to add about men using toys and using all these different things to enhance their sex instead of feeling bad about using them?
Definitely don't feel bad about using any products. Actually, I'll be honest with you, it's a ton of fun. I am a married man that sleeps next to in-house. I got in-house. And I still have no problem masturbating and trying different products. And so, sometimes it's just some people may feel like self-pleasure is just a way to enhance, because you might learn something new about yourself. You might realize, like, dang, I want to try something different. Here's your opportunity to first try it by yourself and then take it to your partner. So that's a great reason for using different pleasure products, male-driven or penis-driven pleasure products. So I highly recommend them. Even the half bodies, the quarter bodies,
the big. He's talking about the like sex dolls, like the pieces. They got ones where it's just like your torso and butt and pussy, and it's just one thing, and you could just hold that thing. They got ones where the butts are jiggly. They got smaller ones.
They warm up. They vibrate. Life is good.
Abdul got it right. Benzocaine and lidocaine. Those are the right answers. Abdul, send me a message with your address so I could send you out the cock ring and the enhancement pill to you. Yay!
Congratulations.
Well, Tony, sign us out.
We're all freaks that get on the elevator. Only difference between us is which floor we get off on. But if you're like us, you get off on every floor just to see what's going on. So as always, stay sexy, my friends.